Welcome to another enlightening episode of Whispers of the Womb, the podcast that embarks on a profound journey of self discovery and the essence of health and wellness. I'm your host, Suzanne Lawson, and today we have a remarkable guest joining us from Suffolk in the UK. We'll be delving into the fascinating topic thriving through change, women, fitness, and perimenopause. I'll be joined with Annette, who brings a wealth of knowledge and experience to our discussion. Her journey into wellness began at a young age as she discovered the transformative power of yoga for injury. From there, she seamlessly integrated strength training into her routine, all from the comfort of her home. Annette's unique approach combines mobility, strength, and flexibility, making it particularly beneficial for runners like herself. As she gracefully aged, Annette realised the potential of a holistic approach for others who wanted to remain active as they grew older. Her classes aren't just for runners, they cater to anyone looking to stay mobile and maintain balance as they age. Annette emphasises the importance of preserving independence and preventing falls, offering a holistic programme that covers the key joints and areas of her body. Her regime incorporates breathwork, relaxation, and injury prevention, ensuring her students remain injury-free and able to enjoy a fulfilling, active lifestyle. So join us as Annette shares her wisdom on thriving through change, empowering women to embrace fitness and well-being during perimenopause and menopause. Annette, it's lovely to have you here on this podcast today. And I'd love for you to share with the listeners your journey through wellness, if you could just take us through that.
Okay. Oh, well, thank you for inviting me, first of all, and it's great to be here. So, I've always been very much into wellness from the beginning. I've always been very active. I'm an active runner, and long distance now. Before I used to be a sprinter when I was in school. I started doing yoga when I was quite young, and I realized that yoga helped me a lot in my running, in the question of recovering much quicker in my injuries, that if I had any. So I've kept that up. Then what I started combining is strength work with the yoga, but not just using very light weights, not going to the gym. I'm not an active thing of going to a gym.
No, me
So,
neither.
so I like doing it at home. So I started doing that. So I found that I could combine mobility and strength, apart from the flexibility, with the yoga for a runner. So I started doing that. And as I aged, I realized that I could continue this, and it made me stronger, a good, strong runner. And then too, I thought, well, if this is working for me as a runner, why can't I branch it out for people that are still active, not runners, but they still wanted to stay active as they aged?
Yeah.
And so that's what I've combined, my running and yoga for over 50, over 40s, whether you're a runner or not. So.
That's great. And so what's your current yoga practice look like? Like what do you do and what do you offer to anyone else in the area that you live in?
So whether you're a runner or not, it's yoga for strengthening the muscles
Yeah.
and mobility. That's where I don't do any of the vinyasa or all of this.
Mhm.
Also, I combine some yin for
Yeah.
relaxation, because that's so good to relax the body. So I have my classes are for runners, but then also for people that just want to keep themselves mobile as they age.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
yeah.
So like looking after the joints and the
Yep.
muscles and
Yep.
just really
The
kind of being
bones.
mindful. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, and then keeping the balance, because as we age, we start to lose that balance. Keeping that balance so that you could don't have to worry about having a fall or a.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It kind of crosses over, doesn't it, into like your general living, walking upstairs,
Exactly.
getting in and out
Exactly.
of the bath or the
Yep.
shower, or yeah,
Yep.
all of those things that we
Yep.
need to do every day, but we
Yep.
don't want to be doing them in pain or,
Exactly.
yeah,
Yes.
struggling.
Yes. And then too, keeping that independence that I'm sure a lot of people want to remain independent as they age and not have to have somebody caring for them, whether it be a family member or a carer coming in.
Yeah,
So, if you can, keep yourself and be able to in a good place that you
yeah.
can. Hmm.
That sounds great.
Hmm.
And so you mentioned briefly you're working on an online program specifically for runners. So
Yes.
could you just share with the listeners the length of this program, and if anyone is interested, how would they benefit from that program?
Well, the program probably would be about 7 days.
Right,
We would cover like the main points of the joints of the body, or main areas of a runner that always would be like the hot points,
right. Yep.
and just learn how to strengthen them with yoga, how to keep your body mobilized. Also, keeping in with the yoga in this program, so that also a bit of breath work, because it's so important as a runner when you're moving to breathe correctly. And also when you come back from your run, to relax and stretch out those muscles and have a little quiet time, knowing how to relax the
Hmm.
body also.
Yeah.
And so it's just to keep you, you know, uh, injury free. And that if, and then also if you feel something coming on, those little niggles, get in there and strengthen or stretch or whatever it is that you need to keep that from going further into a bad injury. Because I mean, it's horrible if you're injured and you have to wait 6 weeks, and you want to
Yeah.
get out there and start running again, and you're all of
Yeah.
a sudden it seems like you see everybody is running, and you're like, I want to get out there. So because I mean, I've been injured many times, so now I know what to do, what to
Yeah.
stop myself from that. If I start feeling, sometimes I have little problems in the back, so I know what to do to stop that from
Yeah.
happening. So that's
And yeah, so, and I guess a lot, I've never been a runner myself, but I guess a lot of people might not have actually have been even taught properly how to run.
hmm.
And then as you age, you are going to need to know how to take it like at a different pace, perhaps,
Yeah.
or yeah,
Well,
being
you
aware
need
of your body more.
you listen to your body, but that's in everything. You
Yeah,
listen. I mean, and in running, I mean, I know do not have the same, personal best that I had when I was in my 20s, 30s, and 40s. And
yeah,
that's okay. And that's okay. If you can start running at any age, I always say, nothing stops you. Don't, and you can run a little bit and walk a little bit until you get, the body accustomed to go farther. It doesn't matter if you can go out there and run 10 minutes. Good on you. Be proud of yourself. Be
yeah,
proud of yourself that
hmm,
you did that. So that it's, and then for running, just take your time, enjoy it. Get out there. If you're out in nature, enjoy what you're seeing. Don't think, okay, I'm running here and I need to finish this at this time and I'm not
yeah,
running fast. No,
yeah,
just get out there and enjoy it. You're that thing of feeling free and moving.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Connecting with nature and enjoying that lovely
mm,
energy and the breath work.
yeah.
Yeah, it's all
Now,
gonna.
if you want challenges too, at any age, and you want to have a personal best, or you want to do that 10K or that 5K, good. That's good. But then, as running, you always have that easy days that you just chill and enjoy your run. If you're preparing for a race, well, yes, you are concentrating that you need to, do X, Y, and Z. But just enjoy the run. That's for me. I just think it's just enjoy your run. And sometimes you feel, you're running, you're like, wow, I finished it sooner than I did. Oh my God, I ran faster. Just get out there and enjoy it.
Yeah,
Just enjoy it.
that's great
Mm,
advice.
mm.
And so, what bumps would you say you've had along the way through your wellness journey as you've been progressing, from your 20s to your 30s, 40s, and now? Like, have you hit anything that you could share with the
I've
audience?
I've noticed I've had problems with my back. At first I thought it was sciatica, and I went to a chiropractor, and she was very good, don't get me wrong, but I wanted somebody to tell me this is what's happening and this is what you need to do.
Hmm. Yeah.
And I never got that. And that's what I wanted. And physios are very good. And that's another thing for me. If you go to a physio, make sure that they are like if a sports physio or somebody that if it's your back specializes in that, because then they'll know pinpoint right in there.
Yeah.
So mine has always been my back. I've always had problems with my lower back. And then I started realizing that it was my lower back. And then I think it was probably from sitting too long
Hmm.
sometimes. And I would notice it would be a pinch in the back, and it was in the SI joint. So I started researching and reading, and I finally found a little, oh, I guess you'd say a little exercise routine
Yeah.
I do every day, like religiously. And it for me, it has worked perfectly. It's lovely. It's easy, not even 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I do it every day. And then I do another little session in the evening. And I've been fine. I go out running. I have no problems. And the thing, other niggles I've had, oh, probably hamstrings. All these little things is things that I and probably other runners just can't, or people in general, you don't think, and it's just
Yeah.
strengthening them. And you need to do it. You just need to, it's just a little bit. Don't sit there and do long things. So hamstrings I've had problems with because I'm quite flexible.
Hmm.
I had my knee operated on when I was 15. I've never had problems with my knees as a runner. But again,
Brilliant.
I've had my, worked on the
And the joints and yeah.
around the
Yeah. The
knees. But I
knee.
think that's
Mhm.
the thing. It's just working. I've noticed working on the joints, keeping them mobile every day,
Yeah.
little moves, you know.
That's it, isn't it? It's consistency, and it's taken away that mentality of I must do exercise, rather than, we don't go a whole day without brushing our teeth.
Mm-mm.
So that's really the way we need to look at it. Like,
Yep.
this is what I need to do to look after my back, look after my hamstrings, look after my knees, whatever it might
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
I know for me, I've suffered over the years from terrible sciatica, and it can come on within a
Yes.
heartbeat
Yes.
by something so silly, just twisting the wrong way or
Yes.
whatever it might be. And I now have some go-to two
Yes.
tiny little things that's so simple that I do, and it's like any flare-up's gone within
Yep.
days.
Yeah, yeah, it's amazing. So if you have like your little, what is it? Like a little, oh, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like, your little workouts for this, and you say, okay, I need this. I need to do this today because this is going to,
Yeah,
healing
like
this.
your little
That's
shopping
it.
list of
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Go into your cupboards and this is, let's see, where is this? My little files for this, that, and the other.
yeah.
But yeah, it is so important to do that.
Rather than going and looking in the medicine cabinet and going, right,
Yes.
I'm gonna have a paracetamol or a codeine or a
Mm.
this or a that. Yeah.
Yeah. I
It's
know. I don't, for me, I don't, I'm quite naturalist. I don't like to take anything. I
yeah,
have to be really, really, really bad to do
yeah.
that. Always. I always like to be natural with everything I consume or do.
Because
Yeah.
there's always an underlying reason for pain.
Yes.
And it's like you've said right at the beginning, it's understanding your body and knowing what to do when, and rather than, sometimes resting isn't the right thing to do
No,
at
no,
all.
no,
For a
no,
bad
no.
back, you're probably better off standing up and walking about. And
Mm,
so I think it's
yes.
educating people really to
Yes. Yes.
get
Yes.
moving.
Yes, to move. It is. It's very important. And it's not even, if you're back, like going back to sciatica, even if you just get up and walk 5 minutes,
Yeah,
you do that. Like they say, the famous is they say every hour get up or however half hour, move
yeah,
around and they say, oh, it's boring. But it's amazing if you get up and go here, there, and this, and maybe
hmm,
getting up to make a cup of tea. By that,
yeah,
oh, it's done. Boom.
yeah,
Carry on with
hmm,
what you're doing.
hmm. And it's just recognizing how to move through that pain rather than relying on someone else to tell you what to do,
Yes.
so that you've got that capacity to carry on and move on as well.
Well, I think that people can advise you. We can, I can say you need to do this, 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 and this, and you can try it, but you need to listen to your body how it's reacting, and you'll
Yeah.
probably say, you know what, those three out of those three poses, this second one is not working. Okay, fine,
Don't do it
eliminate
then.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
But yes,
Yeah.
you need to listen to your body because your body knows.
Mhm, mhm.
It knows what it needs and what it
Yeah.
doesn't need. Yeah. Mm.
And so for the listeners who never tried yoga before, because sometimes I know it can feel a little bit intimidating. I know I felt really intimidated when I went to a yoga class and it was deemed a beginner's yoga class, and it actually wasn't. So do you have any advice for anyone who's listening who wants to go and try yoga, but they're feeling a bit nervous?
Hmm. Well, I what can I say? I think that you could also do a private class with a yoga teacher.
Yep, good
You know,
idea.
I think so.
Mhm,
That's where I would probably do.
mhm.
Maybe do you can do like maybe I had done one with a lady. It was only 5 days, and that was it. And it gave her enough courage to carry on and go to her yoga class. And she would just knew the basic yoga poses.
Yeah.
But I think that might be the best for me
Mhm.
to go is just go have somebody just teach you the basics. And then if you wanted to carry on with that private teacher, excellent. If you wanted, then give you enough courage to go into a yoga class, then
Yeah, and that's a good way also. I know I've got a couple of private people who come to me, and it gives them that kind of, first of all, the knowledge, which we all know
yes,
knowledge is power. So they have that knowledge of, even if it was just the basic sun salutation
exactly.
routine, then it's not such a daunting thing. They
Yeah.
kind of get it a little bit. They
Mhm.
might not get the whole thing, but they know
You
the
get the
poses
base
to get
of it, yeah.
into, and they know what's expected. They know what's
Yes,
going to come next.
yeah.
And also it's good for, I guess as well, they might not know that they're out of an alignment.
Mm.
They might be, if they're standing up, they might be slouching, or so it's good in that respect as well. It gives them that little bit of kind of added
Mhm.
booster to connect with their own body and know, oh, well, I'm slouching my shoulders and my teacher's told me I need to pull them back. So
Yeah,
yeah, that's good
yeah.
advice. Yeah. Unfortunately, during our recording of this podcast episode, our Wi Fi connection failed us, so we didn't get to end the call correctly. So, I will be sharing links with you at the bottom of this podcast description where you can contact Annette if you are interested in signing up for her Yoga for Runners. Thank you, Annette, for sharing your inspiring journey and valuable insights with us today. Your dedication to wellness and your holistic approach to fitness is truly remarkable. It's evident that you've not only thrived through change, but have also paved the way for others to do the same. And to our listeners, if Annette's wisdom resonated with you and you're looking to embark on your own journey of transformation and well-being, don't forget to check out my Wellness to Womb program. This comprehensive 6-month program is designed to support women of all ages through the inevitable changes and transformations our bodies and beliefs undergo. It's an opportunity to live your best life, no matter where you are in your journey. As we wrap up this episode of Whispers of the Womb, I want to thank you all for tuning in and remind you that the path to self-discovery and wellness is an ongoing one. Embrace change, stay active, and prioritize your well-being. Until next time, take care and keep thriving through change.